What are your plans after graduation? Tips to start manifesting. Do you regret not taking a gap yet? Hey everyone, it's Mia, and today I'm going to be doing a little drive with me and answering your questions because I've got lots of them on Instagram. Loads of them are about uni, so stick around if you want to hear about that, and also about like personally me as well. Like I always forget that like people don't really know. I don't know what I was going to say, but like people like wanting to know stuff about me. First question is, what is the best thing about uni? And I think the best thing is moving out and just like kind of creating a life of your own, like in a new city, and making so many new friends. And I also got a question saying like, kind of like, is uni worth it, even if you're like not sure? Honestly, I've been talking about this to so many of my friends, and no one really goes to uni for the degree. Like, we're all here for the experience, and you just like learn so much about yourself, and you get to experience a new city and live by yourself and with friends, and literally just like change your whole life. It's so much fun. I don't know why I did that. It's so much fun, and I would literally recommend it to anyone. Like, even if I hadn't have wanted to do a degree, like I honestly would have come to uni just for the experience and just for the fun of it. It might sound silly, especially because of like the cost of it and everything, but at the end of the day, like, it's all on a loan and you only pay it back when you can afford to. What are your plans after graduation? So if I don't end up living in London this coming year, then I would love to live in London the year after I graduate with two of my best friends. Actually, I think I would love to live in London the year after I graduate anyway. I'd be down to live with any of my friends, but I know that my two best friends, Lucy and Karis, are going to be in drama school in London on the year that I graduate, so like I would love to live with them. But if it doesn't work out for any reason to do with like wherever we're all working, and obviously London's a huge place, and maybe like living with different friends. Yeah, I don't really have a big plan yet in terms of like jobs and stuff, but I just know that location is a really important thing for me, and I just see like uni and jobs and like all of that stuff like a good chance to move somewhere new and live with new people, and just, yeah, like do it for the social life as well. Are you glad you chose an economics degree? Yes, definitely. I don't know if there's anything else I would have wanted to study. I probably would have liked a politics degree thinking back, but I didn't know that at the time, and I didn't do that at A-level. So at the time that I had to choose when I was like 16, 17, which is kind of ridiculous when we think about it, but at that time, like, this was definitely my best option. I was loving economics A-level. I was really good at it, and I was just like, yeah, I would love to study this further, and I have really enjoyed studying it. I definitely underestimated how hard it would be, because I found economics A-level to be quite easy, just because like I think when you're interested in something, like things just click easier. The degree is completely different to A-level, and so much of the work is maths, which I'm fine with, but I would prefer to do more theory work, I guess. And also I just underestimated like how much time you have to put into it, and like extra reading and like all your modules, and just like really deeply understanding everything to get good grades. But yeah, I'm glad I chose an economics degree. But also, I think I've spoken about this on my channel before, but like I don't really want an economics based career, so I guess people could see that as kind of like a waste in a way. But studying such an academic degree, like, it has made me more clever, which is like developed so many skills that could be used in so many different jobs. I do think back, like, would I have rather done something to do with like media or like video editing or even like business? And yeah, I probably would have really enjoyed them, but I've been able to kind of learn about that through my own means with my YouTube. Do you see yourself staying or moving back to Bath when you're out of uni? Like I said, would love to move to a different city. Just like, I would love to live in so many different cities. If I like had the money and like the opportunity and stuff, then yeah, that would be the ideal. I do love Bath though. I could see myself living here for like a time after uni, like maybe even settling down here. But then I was also thinking, isn't it nice to just like keep this place as like these amazing few years of my life, and I like could come back and visit and be like, I went to uni here and I used to do this here, and like, do you know what I mean? And then I would have like another place for another section of my life. Maybe that would be nicer. But yeah, in terms of the place, like I could see myself living here at any point in life. Any updates on your placement yet? So many people ask this. Like, I was kind of just surprised that people like remember. I mean, I guess I didn't mention it that long ago, but like took interest in the fact that I'm doing placement. But anyway, no, there isn't any like updates in terms of, I haven't got one yet, but to be honest, I haven't emailed that many places yet because I'm kind of doing it in order of priority. For example, if I sent out so many emails and then like the worst, not the worst, but like my least favorite place responded first, then I'd be like, oh, like I want to wait until I get responses from the others. So yeah, I'm kind of doing it one at a time and doing it in order of priority to like make sure that I get the company that I wanted more, if that makes sense. Tips to start manifesting. One of my best friends actually has a business where she sells like kind of starter packs for manifesting, and she has loads of different boxes and they're like spiritual self-care boxes, but one of them is called the Manifesting Miracles box, and it has like everything you need to start manifesting. If you're just wanting to kind of start by yourself, then my best tips would be very specific about your goals and what you want. 2, make a vision board. I've made more than one vision board and it's just so good for manifesting because it's right there in front of you every day and you're like reminded of what you're working towards. 3, let things go. So whenever you're doing your manifestations, you don't want to kind of be obsessive about it every day, like why hasn't it happened yet? You want to think about it and like put the good vibes out to the universe and then let it go. Another thing, you have to speak in the present tense. So when you're writing down, speaking, whatever your manifestations are, say it as if it's already happening to you and like envision what your life would be like when you have that. And the last thing is expressing gratitude. Like I said, just making sure you kind of like feel fine whether you would have that or not, and like feeling grateful for everything you have and just knowing that you're so lucky to be where you are right now. Oh, and also you can find guided manifestation meditation on YouTube, which I really like, so just type that in and you can like be guided through it. Someone said opening exam results video this summer, ? Yes, I definitely will do that. I'm kind of scared because like I feel like I wasn't scared to do it for GCSEs and A-levels because I knew that I was going to do well, but like, yeah. I don't know how it's going to be this time around, so yeah, I will do that though. There's lots of questions about accommodation and I'm going to do a whole video dedicated to uni accommodation, so stay tuned for that. Have you made lots of friends at uni? Yeah, I have. I mean, I would say that I've lost touch with people this year a bit because of Corona. Like, I just haven't been able to see people as much, and there might have been people that if it was a normal year I would have seen a lot more, but yeah, like I have made really good friends. I'm really good friends with the girls that I live with, and I'm still good friends with the people that I lived with in first year. And then I have like 1 or 2 people that I'll meet up with like just one-on-one, and then just people that I just message. But yeah, I made a lot of friends in first year, but I don't think I've made any new friends this year actually. Apart from like friends of friends that I've met, like I haven't really made any like good new friends just because of the situation. Big thing about living in Bath, I think just the fact that it's a small city, so it's like loads to do, like loads of pubs, bars and everything, but equally it feels homey in a way because it's a smaller city and it doesn't feel like too big. I mean, I think a big city is something I would enjoy now, but maybe wasn't ready for when I was like fresh out of sixth form. But yeah, and also just like the walks around Bath, the parks, the like nature, and like just the structure, if you know what I mean, like the bridges, the buildings are also beautiful. Loads of people asking about my hair, like the one where I have it like waved. For that I use the Beauty Works waver, and then when I have it curled I just use a straightener and I go like this. Like, you can look up a tutorial on YouTube by the way, but I go like that with the straightener, and then I just brush it through and that's it. How do you stay motivated for online uni? This is definitely a hard one. Oh, this morning I actually went for a walk before anything. So like before breakfast, before work, I got out of bed, got dressed and went for a walk, and I felt so motivated today, so I'd really recommend that. Also, I think eating good foods makes me motivated, so like eating healthy, just knowing that I've like got a good lunch coming up and having healthy snacks just keeps me on track. I'm actually thinking of starting like a Get Healthy With Me series because Bath is like a really hilly place, and honestly when I tell you, when I like walk up the hills, like I am out of breath. Like I and walk so slowly up the hills, and I'm just like, I'm a 19-year-old supposedly healthy person, like I should be able to walk up a hill without like literally dying. So yeah, I'm kind of wanting to get a little bit more into fitness, not necessarily for like changing my body or anything, but just to like keep the heart healthy, you know. Do you regret not taking a gap year? Oh my god, no. First of all, because of the whole situation, like I would have started in the year with like corona, which would have just been not as good. Like I'm sure the freshers are having a great time, but like obviously not as good as if it was normal. And also I just wasn't ready for traveling. I'm like quite nervous in like big groups of people, or like kind of going somewhere new by myself, just like scared of getting hurt. And also I just wouldn't have been happy like working for a year, and I would just rather like go to uni first and then work and like save up, if you know what I mean. Like I didn't see the point in saving up for uni because like my student loan was like enough. But I think gap years are amazing. Like I know loads of people that have taken gap years and they've loved it, and like saved loads of money and like traveled a little bit, and they've loved it. And also I was just so ready to move out. Like I was so ready to like do my own thing. How long have you been vegan? So on Monday I will have been vegan for 5 years, which is actually crazy, and I'm just so proud of myself. Like, not that I found it hard, I just think that's really cool. And sometimes I just think it's crazy that I made that decision when I was 14. Like when I think of 14-year-olds, I don't think of like anything to do with like critical thinking about the world and like making your own decisions about like morals and like your core values. I just think when I think back to 14, I'm like, surely I didn't have that, but I obviously did. Thing you're most proud of? I think my YouTube. Like obviously I've had like really good academic achievements and stuff, but I didn't feel like I mean, this is gonna sound like really bad, not bad, but like cocky in a way, but I don't feel like I worked really hard to get them. But in terms of like my YouTube channel and everything like that, I do feel like I've worked so hard on it. I'm like completely self-taught in everything, and it's just something I learned from scratch by myself, basically, with like no mentor, like no one else's help. Yeah, I would say also like the fact that I'm vegan and everything, but again, like even though I am proud of it, it doesn't feel like something that was challenging for me, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I guess I think of my proudest moments of things that have like I've actually had to like really work through. Also my camera's running out of battery, so we might not do a drive, but yeah, all I'm gonna do is go to Sainsbury's and get some crusty bread, to be honest. So like it's really not that interesting. And it's a van driving past right now, wondering why I'm talking in my car. How long have you been dating your boyfriend? About September, October, November, January, February, March, April, about 7 months. But we actually started talking a year ago, but we couldn't see each other for ages because of corona. So yeah, like we've basically been exclusive for like a year, which is crazy, but yeah. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.